Hey, sports fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today's something a little new. This is episode number 1 of Show and Tell Sunday. And I'm not really sure that I'll have enough cards to run one of these every single Sunday, but I'm going to do my best. The plan is to focus on a few sets, themes each week, maybe mix in a few recent pickups along the way. So today we're spotlighting a few different sets. They feature players from my Chicago Cubs. Yes, my 0-3 spring training Chicago Cubs. It's early though, right? We always have next year spring training-ish. Anyway, it is early. A lot of teams are preparing for the World Baseball Classic. Obviously, we have a lot of fun sports going on right now, some Olympics. As I mentioned, the World Baseball Classic's coming up. We're pushing into March for March Madness for basketball. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to get the camera turned around. I'm going to share a couple sets with you. A couple of these are regional sets. A couple of them are larger mainstream sets. I would consider them on the oddball variety. So yeah, let's get this turned around and we'll start sharing. All right. The first set I have for you is the 1962 Post Serial set. There's a 200 card set. It came in multiple types of Post Serial boxes. They're blank back. They were hand cut cards. There are also a few short prints and some variations in the set. There were 100 American League players and 100 National League players, and Post ran these sets in 61, 62, and 63. There are 10 Cub players in the set, and I currently have 8 of them. So I will share a few with you here. First one is Ed Boucher. Like I said, they have a blank back. Just kind of cool how they have the stats on the front. This is Don Zimmer. Pretty cool image. Fairly easy way to get into some vintage Hall of Fame cards. Reasonably priced. Mr. Ron Santo. Andre Rogers. And on some of these, you can kind of start to see a little bit of the black border. If they have the black border, somebody did a pretty decent job cutting these out. This is Richie Ashburn. And when you think about a kid cutting these out of their cereal box to collect cards, they did a pretty good job on a few of them here and there. This George Altman autograph was received through TTM while he was still living. Mr. Don Elston. And the last one I have is Jerry Kindle. So the two that I'm missing are the bigger ones, if you will. The Ernie Banks and the Sammy Taylor. The Ernie Banks is just a little bit higher priced because it is Ernie Banks, and the Taylor is a short print. So, and when I say higher priced, these are very relative in price. So you can get into some nice Hall of Fame players. Mickey Mantle's in this set, Roger Maris, for a very reasonable price. And the next one I have for you is a 1947 Bond bred Andy Pafko. The Bond bred set included 44 baseball players and 4 boxers. These were inserted right in with the bread. So you would find some not in the greatest of shape. Some, obviously like this one, have pretty nice corners and are in pretty good shape. And there's some pretty big Hall of Famers in the small set. These two have a blank back. They are a little bit different size than your standard baseball card, but I would not consider them as an oversized card. All right, and the next one I have for you is a unique set. This is the 1976 Shakey's Pizza set. This set included 160 cards and was only distributed at 5 Seattle area Shakey's Pizza locations. Estimated production is only between like 2,000 and 3,000 for the sets. There are a handful of Cubs players in this set. I'll share the few that I have. I am missing 3 of them. I'm missing the King Kelly, Mordecai Brown, and Cap Anson. And there are a bunch of big-time Hall of Famers in this set. The set is seemingly gaining some traction on eBay. There's some Negro League players on there that don't have a high volume of cards printed. So some of those cards are actually pretty expensive. High graded Josh Gibson is currently on eBay for around $500, and the Cool Papa Bell in a high grade is in the $100 range. So obviously non-playing day cards, but just kind of neat because they have such a low distribution, have little notes on the back of each player. So I have Mr. Joe Tinker, Johnny Evers, Frank Chance. Anybody wants to do the poem from Tinker to Evers to Chance? Poor Giants fans. Mr. Gabby Hartnett. And they're just really neat. I mean, they're pretty basic, obviously, with the black and white photos. As a Cubs fan, the red, white, and blue look great on the cards. Billy Herman and Kai Kyler. And as I mentioned, just a regional set. So kind of a neat one-off one for me to get with a few of my Cubs in it. And the next one I have for you is a 1936 National Chickle fine pen, also known as an R313, and this is of Stan Hack. The set had 120 oversized cards. These two had a blank back, and there were some great Hall of Famers in this set, as well as a lot of like multiplayer cards. So you could get some great 3, 4, 5 players on one card in these sets. These have a very, very thin card stock. So when I first got it, I was kind of taken back, wondering if they were even real. So I had to do a little extra digging to find out that the card stock on these was so thin. But just a very cool 1930s oversized card. And the last ones I have in the group for you today, again, non-playing day. These are the 1980 Perez Steel second series. These are oversized. They are a postcard back. As you can see, they were also limited to 10,000 for each set. And there are quite a few cards in this set, 275 to be exact. The artwork is from the same artist, Mr. Dick Perez, as the Donruss Diamond Kings. And there are all Hall of Famers in this set. And there are quite a few Cubs players. I stuck with the obvious ones here with Mr. Tinker to Evers to Chance again. So there are still quite a few that I need to get. There's a Mordecai Brown, a Gabby Hartnett, Billy Herman, Ernie Banks, Hack Wilson, Billy Williams, and Fergie Jenkins. So I will be on the lookout for those. So that's really all I had for you today. Thanks for checking it out. No big bangers in there, but just some nice oddball one-off ones. And that's all I have for episode 1 for Show and Tell Sunday. I hope everyone has a great week. Hopefully I have some TTM success to share soon. And another Show and Tell Sunday next week. Please like and subscribe and share. And thanks again for watching. And as always, go Cubs go.